Well, good evening. It's not Happy Homebrew Wednesday, unfortunately, but it's still a homebrew day, but it's Thursday. Hope you all had a good week. Well, it's been a very short week, obviously, here. I've had a bank holiday Monday, so it's not. It is kind of more or less, it is a Wednesday, really, isn't it? Perhaps. I hope you're all fine. This week, I'm going to kind of go through the kind of things I would do anyway, a bit of an update, go through a few things. First of all, though, I'd like to do a shout out to Steve Ogden, who's the Heathen Brewer. I hear he's just got 100 subs, and so well done, mate. I've got a beer. I think he sent this one to me. I hope it is his beer. But I sent him some of my hops a few months ago, and I think I don't think these are my hops, but it's obviously he sent me some of these bits, some beers of his to taste. In the meantime, I hope I may see one of the beers from some stage. I don't know yet. So anyway, it says stout. I don't know anything else about it, but anyway, it's get open. So it's like, well, it's carb well. It's up to about here, so it's got plenty of headspace. So I think it's had plenty of oxygen and stuff there to carbonate up a bit. Let's have a look and see how stouty it is. Well, carbonation, as you can see, is very good. It's got okay. Well, I can see it's bottle conditions, a bit of yeast hanging around the bottom there. Let me just remove this piquant. Oh, fuck, she's just farted as well. Anyway, stinky animal. Cheers, Steve. Well, you may have another 100 more. I have actually just almost got 200 subs as well. I think I started more or less being pretty active about maybe just over a year ago, maybe a few months more. But anyway, so I can smell some roast malts there. Just slightly, it's not overpowering my nose, but anyway, that's got a nice kind of off-white head. It's got plenty of dark malts in it, so I can't see through it. At the edge here, I can see a slight red tinge. So it might be some caramel, might be some. Can't think of the name of the hops, but it's how it's diet. So let's smell again. Yeah, but maybe some chocolate in there as well. Okay, hops dissipating a little bit, but I think the carbonation is quite good there. Let's have a taste. No, that's good beer. Nice and velvety. Body's about medium. Maybe get a bit more to a fuller body there. Hop wise, it's about medium hops. Maybe could have done a bit more hopping maybe, but I can't taste any flaws in there. It's really nice. Anyway, cheers. Let's just go through what I've been doing. I've got a brew day. It's coming up. I made an American IPA at the weekend. That'll be up soon. I've got... yeah, that's about that. I've also been buying some ingredients in to make a few more brews. Let's have a quick look and see what... I've got a big list here. I've actually bought the how to brew like a monk book. I was expecting lots of inspiration from there, but I haven't really. I'm about halfway through, and it's just like going through the book. More or less goes through how all the breweries and what brewers they've got and who does the brewing and how they get the water and stuff. So I really started to see how to brew in the perspective of a Belgian brewer quite yet. Perhaps I'll give it further through and we'll see how it comes along. Anyway, off the back of that, I got a friend. His wife's from Belgium, and obviously I go quite over there quite often. And he kept asking me to make a beer for him, like, or make some sort of beers for him. And he said to me, "Can you make me a Leffe?" So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a. I've never made one before, but it's a blonde, a Belgian blonde. I tried to clone the recipe as much as I can, so I've got some. I think I've got some SARS, and I've got some Hallenthau, Mittelfrau, I think it is. There might be another one. Anyway, so I got some Karen Munich, and I got some Meldonium hops, and I got some of the yeast, and I've got loads of pills to malt anyway, and I've got Munich as well, which I think goes in there. Anyway, when you see the brew day, you'll see all the ingredients, and you'll know. So hopefully I'll be making that this weekend. If not, it'll be the weekend following, but I'll see. Following that, I'm going to use the yeast cake off that to make a Pater's beer. Maybe with the benefit of hindsight, I should really make a Pater's beer first. I think I may actually even do that. I'll make Pater's beer first, use the yeast cake off that. Obviously it'll be nice and all bulked up there, and I won't have to bother about making a starter. I'll use yeast cake off that to make the blonde ale, and following that I want to make a what is it? A Czech Pilsner. I've obviously got loads of Pilsner. I bought some in bulk a few months ago, and I'm hoping to do that. So yeah, that's me all set up for the next few months. Also need to get through the beers. My beer stocks are low as ever, but I have been making my smash beer. I tasted it yesterday, or day before yesterday. I thought and it wasn't actually hopped up as much as I liked it. It had loads of sweetness, but the bitterness wasn't there. So I instead of making another beer, what I did, I made a hot tea last night, and I did a bit of experimentation, see what proportions I need to use, and I have bittered it up a little bit. It's all bottled and carbonating now, so hopefully all those flavours will meld together, and we get something somewhere towards a tasty beer. I mean, the beer looks like beer and it smells like beer, but I think the bitterness wasn't there, so hopefully that will come out fine. My keg of Hefeweizens finished. It's popped. Well, I emptied that last weekend, and I made some kind of about 3.5% kind of session, British session ale beer a few weeks ago as well. That's gone. So I've got plenty of supplies as such. I've been buying a few beers and things from the shops, what I've seen I wanted to taste, and I think I've got another beer from Rusty Homebrew I need to taste as well. Maybe it's the IPA, the Challenger IPA, but I think I enjoyed that first one, so we'll have another go at it. Obviously coming up, so at the end of May, after the end of May, it'll be the Smash Off beers. Hopefully I'm going to send all my beers off towards the end of the month, and about a week later we'll get it, and so in the next 2 months after that I'll do some constant updates and talk about the beers which I'm tasting. What else? Shout outs. Another shout out. Shout out to Cidermeister. Cheers mate, I've received your stouts that you made. I'll go and grab one now. Hang on a second. So yeah, we've got some Imperial Stouts from Mr. Cidermeister. That's been conditioning now for well, it's been in my fridge since last Saturday. I received it on when I was doing some brewing on Saturday. So I got 2 or 3 bottles of this, so that's good. What's quite unique about it, it's actually got my own hops in it. It's got it's up to 60 IBUs. Hopefully I haven't tasted this yet, but hopefully my hops have actually given all that business required. But yeah, I'll do a tasting of that soon. What else? And that's it. Let's say I might be opening a Czech Pilsner after this, but that's a few months down the line. As ever, I've got a few competitions looming. I see the SJ Paul competition has this 2017 SJ Paul competition has been launched by SJ. It's an interesting concept this year. Even though I've got to check his video anyway, but even though he's giving you ingredients, it does look very, very closely as if it's going to be maybe some sort of American ale to start off with, and I think there may even be some sort of British ale, and maybe even a New World ale as well, because that's the way it sounds by the way the recipes have been put together. And that's about it. Right, hopefully I haven't gone too long, but I will be tagging on my brew day after this. I won't be actually tagging on this video, but it'll be separate, but that'll be coming out later on. That's all polished up in my kind of video editing technical ways, but it's all ready to go and enjoy. Right, cheers all, cheers again Steve, and I'll see you all when I see you again, which will most likely either be on a brew day or next week. Right, cheers guys.